I think in a lot of ways that Prince of Persia set a number of standards that showed what an action-adventure game could be.
We mixed things nicely, so there's good thinking, good acrobatics, and a good mix of combat in there too.
On top of that, we're bringing new abilities to the prince.
Magic is a big part of the Prince of Persia concept. This isn't the Sands of Time, so there's a different magic. A lot of the magic powers in the Forgotten Sands have to do with the forces of nature.
There are powers that will affect time, there's powers that relate to fire, the flow of water, that relate to earth. There's a big air blast, a tornado.
You feel really powerful with this, controlling nature and different elements. It's cool as well. Razia is the name of the djinn. She's locked in this fountain.
Jinns are creatures that are elemental. They showcase all the elements of nature.
The prince is getting his powers from Razia. The powers are focused on elements of nature.
What did you do?
We use powers, of course, to control the environment, but the prince also uses them for mastery in combat. With his air power, he has this tornado. Enemies go flying off.
The prince has the power we call dash. It allows him to leap 10, 15 feet to attack an enemy in air.
We have a fire trail that the prince leaves behind him. Traps for his enemies in the middle of a combat.
The ability to freeze water is excellent. It really refreshes the level design.
It doesn't freeze the water as into ice, it more freezes them in time, so they become solid.
Everything stops, and it's like, oh, now I can climb on that.
Wall run on a water wall, use water poles, columns and things like this.
We're also able to fire a blast, like an icy blast from the prince, so it's used in combat as well. Also have the power over earth. This acts as a shield.
It makes you a stone armor. It makes you impervious to attack.
There's a new ability which allows him to recall ruined elements of his environment.
You're kind of rebuilding their city as you go and seeing what it was like in its former glory.
There's a ghostly outline of what was left. Then the player is able to bring back those sections into the acrobatics and jump on them, then they'll vanish again when he's gone.
The rewind is back.
It's used in other games now, but Prince of Persia is the game that invented it.
From a technical point, it's really quite a complex system. It's difficult for us to do that, but we felt we were going back to the original trilogy. Rewind was an epic thing from those games. We needed it in the game.
He's often going to be massively outnumbered through many of his fights.
There's as many warriors as the grains of desert sand, so they're just everywhere.
There's the bigger, stronger characters. Some of them are 30 feet tall. We have a final epic boss battle with an enemy that's absolutely massive.
It gets pretty crazy and you really have to be on your toes. You're mixing between water and recall.
When you get to the end of some of these huge jump sequences, it's just so satisfying.
This is the Prince of Persia, so I need to execute it properly in time, in rhythm.
Jump through a water wall, refreeze, rebound, refreeze, rebound.
Suddenly, the floor falls out from underneath you. It's like, whoo!
Yeah, like that was really awesome.